Hi guys, my name is Jade and I am a writer, and today I'm going to let you know how I write. So I think there's two different types of writers. There are the more outlined writers, and then there's what I like to call wandering writers. So with the outline writers, what those type of writers do is they follow a strict outline and they know everything before they go into writing the story. So that can be like they have their character's development and they understand the process that their character is going to go through to develop further, and they have a strict outline of where the story is going to go throughout the whole process. And then for me, I am a wandering style writer, and what I like to believe these types of writers do is that we follow our own process. So when I'm writing, I know a character and I have a general idea of what I want, and I usually know the beginning and the end of my story, or sometimes I just know the beginning. It's just when I have an idea, I like to run with it and have fun and enjoy what I'm writing. And not saying that outline writers can't do this, it's just how I write personally is by following my own ideas. So what I usually do when I begin writing is that I have this idea, jot down a few quick things that I have, like the name of my character, just a general idea of what I think will happen, and sometimes the ending. If I know the ending, I know nothing in the middle. I know the beginning and the end, and then the middle section is where I have fun. And this is where I think you wander. So I could have my character go on this adventure that would eventually lead to this ending. Do I know what I do in the middle? Not really, because in the middle I'm just having fun and writing and enjoying my character. I also tend to write characters that have love interests, so I usually begin my writing with the main female or male lead, and somewhere along the line they have a love interest. Because I just like the idea of a little bit of romance and a little action and a little fantasy, because those are just fun to me, and that's how I like to write. I like to write my characters to be very different from myself, to put myself in a different state, to put myself in a different mind and just have more fun. And I like to be able to live through my characters. So what I do with my characters when I'm writing them is I often imagine the whole story. I imagine myself in the scenario and I completely change my personality. And I'm able to do this because in the past I did take some acting classes, and those helped me extremely well with developing how to create characters. Surprisingly enough, the crossover was immense. By being able to understand how to embody a character and create a character, it was really easy to be able to write a character and describe this character. I also prefer not to completely describe my character and their characteristics right through the get-go. I like to have them slowly be described. So let's say that the love interest notices this person's beautiful glowing hair. I'll have the character notice that at the beginning, and then throughout the story, more and more characteristics of this character will evolve. So you know the color of the eyes, you know their characteristics. I would rather you focus on creating just, this general idea of this character, and then you know more about the personality. I don't like to completely tell you everything at the very beginning, because imagine at the very beginning of a story, you're like, I'm this beautiful girl with brown hair, blue eyes, my body is lanky and all this. It's fun to know what your character looks like, but you don't want to tell people right away everything about your character, because that doesn't give people the ability to imagine what your character looks like, put a little of their own piece into it. And I like to do that. I like to allow people to do their own thing with my characters. And then also another way that I tend to be able to write better, or just have my ideas all the time and just like constantly being aware that I want to write something, is that I actually always bring journals with me. So I currently have my purple little journal with my little sticker on it, and this journal goes with me everywhere, and it has so many story ideas that I have. And this book was literally just from Walmart. It's like $2-3, and I just take it with me everywhere. I write all my ideas for stories. I have them divided up a little bit so it's a little bit easier for me to come back to it. But just by bringing this with me, anytime inspiration strikes, quickly jot it down, and then when I get home, I can think about it more. And then something else I plan on doing that I think is gonna be really fun and I've actually started working on is taking the little kid crayons into your shower. So in the kids aisle at like Walmart and Target, they have like crayons that you can write on your shower walls with. And then I think with those, anytime you have an amazing shower thought, just write it on the wall. And then by writing it on the wall, you don't forget about it. You get out of the shower, quickly jot it down in a notebook, and then you can wash it off the wall. Easy as that. And it doesn't leave any marks. And nobody can get mad about you drawing on the wall because it washes off. It's just perfect. So that's just how I write, and I think it's best to find your style of writing. I like to write in quirky ways, or just have fun when I write, and I have plenty of ideas. And if you just take the initiative, jot down your ideas, and then follow through with them, and just completely finish those ideas, then you can be a writer too. You can publish some books. Like I actually have some of my books published on Smashwords. They are just short stories, but I do have them published, so those are step forwards. Those are some step forwards I took. And just have fun and do what you love and just enjoy writing.